We're now going to create the services that the salon offers. Every service that the salon provides will need to be entered into the salon system. Before we can create the items, we will need to create the revenue departments and categories that is used for the service item. From the main screen, select the functions, enter the password, then go to the back office. In the back office, go to the menu setup. The menu setup screen is where we will create the revenue departments, the categories, and the actual service items. Let's create a revenue department. In the revenue department, enter a name. We're going to use nail services. Now, because this is not a non-inventory item, it's a service item, we're going to make sure that non-inventory items is not checked. Because this is going to be used for services, we're going to make sure that service department is checked. Click Update to save, and the revenue department has been created. Now, we can select the revenue department and edit it, or we can delete it if needed. Go back to the main setup screen. We're now going to create a menu category. Categories are used to group similar services or products so you can easily find it in the salon point of sale system. Select the main category. This will show all the categories. Select a blank category button. Enter a name for the category. We're going to use Mani and Pedi. Because this category will be used for services, we need to make sure that the service category is checked. You can change the color or picture of this button. You can also change the menu item layout. By default, it will have 11 rows and 2 columns. We're going to change it to 7 rows. You can also change the horizontal and vertical spacing. This will affect the spacing between the buttons. Be careful not to change this number too high. And you can change the font size and the number of pages. Once you're finished, click OK to save. The category has now been created. Now that we've created the revenue departments and categories that we need, we can create the services. Select the POS menu items. This will show the buttons for the service menu items. Select a blank service button. We're going to name this service Gel Manicure. This is optional, but you can enter a description. Select the revenue department. Choose the price option. You have 2 choices, a unique price, which means you have a set price for this service, or you can choose request price, which means the price will be entered at the time you add this service to a ticket. We're going to choose unique price. Under menu type, choose menu item. We also have service packages, which we'll talk about later. Employee pricing. If the employees use the services in the salon and they get special pricing, you can enter it here. Unit cost. If this service has a set cost and you know what it is, you can enter it. This will be used on reports. So if you go to the reporting function and run the sales by department report, it will be used to calculate profit. Service charge. So if you charge your employees a fee for performing this service, you can set it here. You can choose none. You can choose flat amount, which means you charge your employees a set amount, or you can choose a %, which means whatever the total price of this service is, you're going to take a percentage of that. We're going to choose none for now. We also have the commission price offset. This is another type of service charge that you charge to your employees. The difference between the commission price offset and the service charge is that the service charge will show up on the payroll report, while the commission price offset will not. Enter a service duration. The service duration is the time it takes to complete the service. This will be used when making appointments so you don't overbook by accident. Enter the price in the price level. In price level 1, we're going to enter $35. If none of your employees charge different prices, then you can just use price level 1. If different employees charge different prices, you can use the other price levels. When creating an employee profile, you can select what price level they use. Next, select the employees who can perform this service. To the right, we have a list of employees. These are all of the employees currently in your point of sale system. You can select them one by one, check all, or uncheck all. We're going to select everyone. When
You
you're
can click
finished,
OK to
click
save
OK
when
to
you're
save.
finished.
And you have just created a gel manicure service.